Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into Natas, a war game from OverTheWire designed to sharpen your web security skills enormously. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Now, let's jump in and start hacking our way through Natas. The level I'm going to do will be level 2. As a previous level, this level is still not so difficult, although it will involve more steps. And to be more important, I'd like to show you how to use Python to code, to program to get the challenging done, and also how to use third-party library lxml to process or extract information from HTML document. This is a very useful technique when you try to automatically crawl or extract information from the target website. Okay, so now we can copy this address as a starting point and head over to Kali Linux. We can paste in here in the address bar of the browser, and I think we will be prompted by this HTTP Basic Authentication, and the username would be Natas2, and we can copy from here, paste in here, sign in. Okay, however, there is nothing on this page. If you check its source code, nothing at all. Okay, however, if you take a look at the source code, you can notice this one, the files. This is the source attribute of the image tag, and if you right click or open link in new tab, you can get but of course I don't think this is the actual picture. This doesn't matter. However, the directory has been leaked. If you take a look at this address, if you remove the file name and press enter, maybe we can remove the view source, and you can see besides this PNG file, there is another file. If you click this file, and then you can get the password for the next level. So very easy. However, in case you forgot or you neglect this source attribute, or ignore the image tag in this source code, how to do next? I'd like to take a bit standard methodology to enumerate web application. For example, next I'd like to launch. We need to see whether this site has robots file or not. We can copy and paste in here, robots unauthorized. So maybe we need to provide the username and password to access. So how to specify the username and the password? We can use the help, and then you can use this option -u to specify the user and password. No problem. Let me specify the username. Username would be Natas2, followed by its password. We can copy it from notebook and paste in here, press enter. So was not found on this server. On this server, we got something different, right? So next, if you have already followed my channel, I always, when I try to enumerate web application, I'm taking the same steps what I'm just showing you now. Okay, showing you now. Sorry, my bad. So we can use Nikto to make automatic enumeration. we can use the option of -h to specify the URL of the target, and we can copy and paste in here. If you do not specify the username or HTTP Basic Authentication information, you will get something, or you can get the error. Okay, as you can see, the requires authentication for Realm authentication required. So how to specify the authentication information with Nikto? Very similar to Q. We can use the help option to get its usage or get help, or maybe you can go to Google to make some research, but I think the command or utility itself can tell us a lot how to use this utility itself. For example, I think we can use this one, the ID host authentication to use format is this one, so we can use Nikto ID, and the username is Natas2, followed by the password of this user. Press enter. So successfully authenticated to Realm or to this application authentication required with user supplied credentials. But I don't know why it's taking a bit long time than usual. But anyway, you have really got my idea. So similarly, we can launch the Gobuster to do the directory enumeration. You know, Gobuster, I always use Gobuster to conduct directory enumeration. And there is a command or subcommand. And we can use -u option to specify the URL. We can copy its URL from the browser, paste it in here. And also we can use W option to specify the word list. For me, I always use this word list, Gobuster medium, and we can use the X option to specify the extension option, HTML, text back, press enter. However, we still need to, to supply the credentials for HTTP Basic Authentication. So how to do? We can run Gobuster dir and help, and then you can get the usage, how to specify the username and password. So where? So maybe around, here, okay, the uppercase U to specify the username or use the long format, and also the -p to specify the password, no problem. And we can use the uppercase U to specify the username and uppercase P to specify the password. We can copy and paste in here. Press enter. And now the Gobuster can start its enumeration as usual. As you can see, the home page has been found by Gobuster. So we need to wait a bit while. After all, it's over internet. Fantastic. Gobuster has already found files directory. So now we can take a look at this directory in the browser files. And we can get the user's text file. And then you can click. You also can get the same result as before. So just now I've already showcased some very useful techniques. Next, I'd like to use Python to do the same things for you. Okay, so how to do? I've already opened up the PyCharm editor. You can use any editor if you want. So the first module I'd like to import is request module. This, of course, this is the third-party module. Install it is very easy. You just use pip and pip install followed by this module name. And another, I'd like to import one class of this request module from requests and authentication module. Class is HTTP Basic. And another module I'd like to import is the E tree from the XML library import e3. Okay, so next I'd like to define the base URL, and we can copy it from the from the browser. Okay, so first of all, we can initialize the instance for the HTTP Basic Authentication. Basic, this is the variable name, and HTTP Basic Authentication, we need to give two arguments. The first one is username. This case is Natas2, and then is password for this user. We can copy and paste in here. Then we can send a request to the target or to the web application, and the returned information will be saved into this variable response request module, and its method is get. If the application is taking post, so in that case we need to use a post method. Okay, and we can pass the keyword argument. URL should be the base URL in this case, and also we need to give second argument authentication basic. Okay, so next we need to use the function, its function HTML, to convert HTML document, or maybe let me show you in action. So we can use e3 HTML, and one argument we should pass is HTML document response and the text. Okay, and this will return the root node. As you know, the HTML is a tree. We through this function we can get its root node. Okay, so HTML equals to this one, and then if we want to retrieve all image or all the source attribute of all image tags. So how to do? Image list or source list, and this would be HTML XPath, and use double slash. This means all image tag, and we want to get the source attribute. Okay, and this will return a list, and then we can get each item in this list. Okay, print, we can print out the item. If you want, you also can, this is another very useful point. Sometimes we need to concatenate the URL, okay, or path of URL. So how to do? We can utilize built-in module URL lib path import URL join, and we can, so the URL would be URL join, and the first is base URL and item. Okay, then we can print out the entire URL. Okay, so now we can save. So now we can put up the terminal to test our program, to run our program. Python 3. Let's press enter to see whether there is any error. No any error. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the link or the source attribute of the image tag. This one, why I demonstrated this technique. In many cases, in the source code of the web page, there will be many image tags or other similar tags. So we can use Python to automate this process. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye.